fostering a Greyhound. It has been a minute since we fostered a Greyhound. We have fostered, I can't even remember them. Cecil, Aries, Manny, Ralphie, Backshot, who's now Lyndon, Winter, who's now Lovebug, Lucky, who's now Sydney, and PJ. And now we've got Savannah. So the group we go through to foster Greyhounds is called royalhounds.org. They had dog day in mid-September and I was on the list to foster. As usual, we drive down to meet the dogs. They are traveling here from Colorado. With this batch, there were 8 dogs and Savannah was the dog that was selected for us to foster. A lot of people ask, and I'll say it again, I've mentioned this on previous videos before, but a lot of people ask why the Greyhounds wear muzzles. They are actually trained to have these special muzzles that are specifically designed to fit the Greyhounds. They can drink, they can eat with them, and they are only for safety purposes. So like on dog day, when all of the dogs are together, they keep the muzzles on them just to make sure that none of them are gonna like nip at each other and everything goes smoothly. You've got a lot of different personalities. We just want to make sure that all these different strangers on dog day, all of the volunteers and the foster parents and the adoptive parents and all of the people handling the dogs, we want everyone to stay safe, even though they are very gentle animals. Savannah is a brindle female. She is, to me, she feels too skinny, as they all do, but she's super sweet. She is probably the most spooked Greyhound that we've ever fostered. Like, she's very aware of every sound. Every sound startles her. It reminds me of like when we would do horse riding lessons and the horses would startle over, you know, what seems like the smallest things, but to her they're big things because she's never heard all of these noises before. The thing you have to remember about retired racers is that they are coming into a home environment for the first time in their life. She is actually not even 2 years old yet, so she should be very like puppyish, but she's so scared and so overwhelmed by this new home environment that she is gonna take a little bit of time to kind of come out of her shell and to really understand what her personality is about. Because right now, for me, her personality is just fearful. She's so gentle, she's so sweet. We've been taking her for walks, we've been introducing her to our animals and our kids and kind of trying to be calm around her. And I think she's coming around. She's getting there. Savannah also wore her muzzle when we introduced her to our small dogs and to our cats, just because we wanted to make sure that everybody was safe. And as soon as I felt like pretty confident that she's not gonna hurt anything, we took the muzzle off and she has not needed it since. I just wanna make sure that she's okay with them, and she totally was. She checked them out. She was not super concerned with them, and that is perfect. She's definitely, I don't know, I'm waiting for this puppy to come out of her. I know that she's gotta be more playful than this, so I reserve the right to change my opinion, but right now she is a very calm, sweet, quiet girl.
She hit me.
transition from track life with all of her Greyhound friends to home life with none of her Greyhound friends. I've been taking her on walks every day, helping her get used to all of that. Like, all of the sounds are, she stops and perks her ears, like a garage door going up and down, leaves falling from trees, someone crunching through leaves with boots on, a neighbor talking. Like, we cannot go around the block without stopping like several times just so that she can look around and hear all of these noises. I have to hold on to her leash pretty tightly because even just hearing our neighbors speak, she wanted to run. It's your shadow. And now she's frozen. Can we keep going? I know it's scary, but no, you just want to stand here. Does that thing scare you? Progress. We made it past the scary part. Good job, Savannah. Good job, you're a good girl. This is actually the first Greyhound that I've had that I have not continued to crate train. I know that they grow up kind of learning to live in and out of a crate and that it's a source of comfort for them. Like that's the one place they can go and know that they're not gonna be disturbed. But I don't know, I just didn't have the heart this time to put her in a crate. She's been sleeping in Lena's room. So comfortable. She's the very first night that we had her, she started off on the dog bed in Lena's room, but that morning when I went in the next morning to get her, she was on Lena's bed. So she was like, this is comfortable. So yeah, I'm just spending my days slowly trying to win her over. She likes us, but she's not totally confident yet. So we're gonna keep working on her confidence, keep taking her on walks. I think once she gets used to what to expect every day in a home environment, she's already conquered the stairs. That was a difficult one. We had to move foot by foot up the stairs. She's getting the hang of that. So once everything stops being so brand new and scary, I think we'll start seeing more playful personality bursting out of her and hopefully a little more confidence so that when people approach her, she's not ducking her head and kind of unsure of everything. So we're working on it and we're gonna find her a wonderful home. Right, Savannah? She's like, I'm already pretty comfortable. Can I just stay here? And that's Savannah. So I mean, if you are looking for a dog to adopt or you think someday in the future, what are your top dogs? Savannah, the Greyhounds are gentle giants. They sleep all day. They don't need a ton of exercise. I mean, they're dogs. Of course, they'll do naughty things too. Like, who was that backshot that took like a banana bread off of my counter? But they're funny. They're just wonderful, sweet, funny animals. And the only reason that I don't have one of my own is because of my husband, who does not want a big dog, but he has agreed to let me foster them. So that's where we compromise and meet in the middle. Shih Tzus, wonderful family dogs too. So if the big dog is not for you, I do recommend a Shih Tzu. She's a Shih Tzu mix, but they're happy, wonderful dogs too. My top 5 dogs actually would be, okay, the Greyhound and the Shih Tzu. I want a golden doodle. I want any kind of doodle. I love the poodle mixed dogs. I think they're fluffy. They don't shed. I don't like shedding, but I do love a husky. Husky, okay, so Shih Tzu-ish, Greyhound, Husky, German Shepherd. Oh, that is 5. Shih Tzu, Greyhound, Golden Doodle, Husky, and German Shepherd. What are your top 5 dogs? List them in the comments below. And if you are ever in the market for a Greyhound, check out your local Greyhound groups. Here in Washington, I do royalhounds.org. They're amazing. They will match you with an amazing dog and they will take care of you. So yeah, Greyhounds, retired racers. They're awesome. Have a good week. Who's this pretty lady? Who's this pretty lady?